dog in the street.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Kinetik back for another watch along for the Minnesota Vikings at Seattle Seahawks today. We got Max Brosmer making his first start for the Minnesota Vikings. This will be the Sam Darnold Minnesota Vikings reunion game, revenge game, whatever you guys want to call it. Quick note, the inactives that we have for the Vikings today: quarterback J.J. McCarthy, wide receiver Adam Thielen, safety Theo Jackson, tackle Christian Darrisaw, guard Donovan Jackson, tight end Ben Jurasik, and defensive lineman Elijah Williams will be out for today's game. But yeah, we're gonna get into it and see what happens. We are about a little more than 5 minutes out from the game starting. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the chat. If you got a score prediction, if you got a prediction for the game, how do you think that that Max Brosmer is going to do in his first start? How do you think Sam Darnold's going to do facing his former team? Let me know what you guys think. But again, guys, just a reminder, as I usually do for these watch-alongs, this is not a professional podcast. I'm not a professional podcaster. I'm just a fan. I like watching the games. I like getting on here and watching the games with y'all. I'm a Vikings fan. I know a lot of people think that I'm only a Vikings fan because of J.J. McCarthy. That's not true. I've told that story before. I'll be happy to tell it again. I can't say it's completely divorced from J.J. McCarthy, but it's not because of J.J. McCarthy. I am going to be a Vikings fan. If they cut J.J. McCarthy tomorrow, I'll be very disappointed. But I'm still going to be a Vikings fan. I want us to win. And so the people that have said stuff to me about that I want Max Brosmer to fail, it's wrong. I can't say that I'm as hopeful that he's going to, be the next Brock Purdy as some people are. But I want him to succeed. I like Brosmer. I liked him when he played at Minnesota and played against my Michigan Wolverines. Last year in 2024, I thought Brosmer was good. So I have zero problem with Brosmer. If he ends up being the next Brock Purdy, then so be it. We'll hopefully get some good quarterback play from him. But we'll see what happens. Just waiting for the game to come on. It has a scheduled start time, I believe, in 5 minutes. So just got done watching my boy Rap over on Vocal Vike. Make sure to check him out on YouTube. At Vocal Vike on YouTube. Just got done with his pep rally, and he was pointing out, man, when your team is putting on the graphic for the game your kicker, your punter, and your long snapper, your season has not gone the way that you had hoped it would. I'll bring that up here and let y'all see it real quick. Let's see. Yeah, so we got the graphic here. It's Will Reichard, Ryan Wright, and Andrew DePaula. That's our kicker, punter, and long snapper. But hey, let's go. Hashtag Skull. Here we got Max Brosmer getting ready for his first start. I mean, I'm excited, man. Sometimes when you insert another young player, especially at quarterback, sometimes it can revitalize the team. It can give them an injection shot into the arm. And here's the thing: I am 100% JJ McCarthy guy. I'm not rooting for Max Brosmer to fail. I think Brosmer has a lot of good qualities. He's not the athlete that JJ is. He doesn't have the arm that JJ has. But he played a lot more ball in college. He's played a lot more games. He's thrown a lot more passes. He's a couple years older than JJ, I believe. His processing speed is at a very high level to be able to see what the defense is showing him and make decisions quicker. He has a pretty quick release. So sometimes that can make up for the lack of arm strength. Um, but I'm hoping that he comes through for us today, man. Gets us a win at Seattle. We got Justin Jefferson entering the building. Team getting off of the flight. Yeah, let me know in the chat what you guys are thinking on this game. You know, again, big JJ McCarthy fan. Still wearing the number 9 jersey. I'm still gonna rock for JJ regardless of what's going on. I'm still gonna rock for the team regardless of what's going on. I don't. I'm just chilling, man. Like yesterday, my Michigan Wolverines lost to the Buckeyes, and I've had people ask me why I wasn't more upset. Why was I so calm? We had a young team. We had the youngest team in the Big Ten. We asked a couple guys like Bryce Underwood and Andrew Marsh to come in, and these kids graduated high school 7 months ago, and we're asking them to play at the highest level of college ball in the country, against some of the best teams, and they still went 9-3. I feel the same way with JJ McCarthy in the NFL, man. Like, I'm a huge fan of JJ. I think he has all the traits that to be able to be one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL. He's got the leadership, he's got the charisma, he's got the will to win, he's got the fire, he's got like the mentality, he's mentally tough, he's got the athleticism, he's got the arm, he's got every trait and intangible that you could want in a quarterback. The things that he has to develop, that he needs to fix, or whatever, those are things that can be coached up. The footwork, the processing speed, the decision making, like that can all be coached up. Um, Fact of the matter is that that JJ is the youngest starting quarterback in the NFL, and he's going to he's going to make mistakes. He's going to he needs reps, he needs throws, he needs time. He's 22 years old. There are rookie quarterbacks coming out in next year's draft, the next NFL draft, that are 2 years or more older than JJ. Um, it got to give him time. You got to give him reps. Got to get him up to speed with the game. But he's going to be fine. All right, the game's starting here. I don't think that the team has necessarily put JJ in the greatest position to succeed this year, with the play calling, with the drop passes, with the inconsistent play on the O line and at receiver. Adam Thielen, much respect to him for his career. He's been a bit of a bust, in us trading for him at the start of the season. I was someone that was, in support of trading for him, because of the situation around that. But he just hasn't. We gave up a 4th round pick for him, and he hasn't really um, produced at that level for it. So, um, but hopefully KOC has taken a look at Max Brosmer's abilities and adjusted his play calling and the scheme to Brosmer. I don't feel like he's done that to a satisfactory level with JJ this year. I'm hoping he's done it for Brosmer. Wow. All right, Brosmer hands off to Jones. Aaron Jones up the middle, couple yards. Breaking news for college football fans: Michigan State, who fired their head coach Jonathan Smith this morning, is hiring head coach Pat Fitzgerald, former head coach of Northwestern, to the Michigan State Spartans. We got 2nd and 6 after that run by Aaron Jones. Fakes the handoff, play action, screen pass to Jones, and maybe gets back to the line. No gain. Without without Darisaw or Jackson, the left side of our line is weaker. We've got Blake Brandell starting at left guard and Justin School starting at left tackle. Drops back to throw. Brosmer takes off out of the pocket and gets sacked. Sacked on 3rd down. There's a flag on the play. Holding on defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. So we get bailed out by the hold there. That's 1st and 10. Hands it off, run left, gets maybe a yard or two. And just a reminder, guys, we are live on Kinetik 615 at YouTube. We are also live on the Gamer Sideline on YouTube. Make sure to check out both channels. Like, share, subscribe. You'll see me doing sports stuff on both um, throughout the seasons and in the off season, as well as some gaming content over on the Gamer Sideline. All right, we got Brosmer in shotgun, Receiver in motion. 2nd and 9, drops back to throw. Pocket collapsing, dumps it off to Aaron Jones. Gains about 6 or 7 yards on the pass play out of the backfield. Drops back to throw. Brosmer gets clotheslined in a sack. That's the 2nd sack on 3rd down this drive. And we send out the punt team. Ryan Wright to punt. Rashid Shaheed will be the returner for the Seahawks. He calls for the fair catch at the 3 or 4 yard line. I couldn't tell. All right, we're about to see Sam Darnold on his first drive against Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator. He played in practice all year last year. Yeah, Will Fries did not stand a chance on that last sack. I'm like, I can't even really like be mad at the Seahawks, man. They got, I mean, Mike McDonald. I've watched his defense, man. He was the defensive coordinator for Michigan back in 2021. Like that's what he does. All right, Sam Darnold taking over in his own end zone. The ball on the 4-yard line. Receiver in motion. Takes a snap. Minnesota's blitzing. It's a run up the middle. Gains 3. Quick screen pass. Wide receiver screen pass from Darnold. Gets the first down. Or excuse me, halfback screen pass. Excuse me. Kenneth Walker was the target. First and 10. Darnold in shotgun. Receiver in motion. Blitz by Minnesota. It's a run up the middle. Gets 5. And there's a flag. Offsides Minnesota. Andrew Van Ginkel. We got Darnold under center now. 2 receivers, tight end, fullback. Hands it off. Running up the middle. Nope. Bounces out left. Gets around the edge. Gets a tackle just a yard shy of the first down by Josh Metellus. Josh Metellus was questionable for today. He had a leg injury last week, but he's out there today. All right, Darnold under center. Former Michigan Wolverine Olu Oluwatimi starting at center for the Seahawks. Receiver in motion. Fakes the handoff, play action. Darnold looking to throw, trying to scramble out of the pocket under pressure. Gets rid of it, throws it out of bounds. Be 3rd and 1. Dallas Turner with the pressure on Sam Darnold there. Dallas Turner, man, has crazy closing speed. You're going to do the tush push. Looks like they got it. Seahawks with a successful tush push. Fires right, caught, makes a guy miss. Van Ginkel pushes him out of bounds after the first down. That was Cooper Kupp on the reception. First down. Little flat route there. Made the first guy miss and got the first down. Who was that first guy that missed? Byron Murphy. Made Byron Murphy, or no, sorry, that was Isaiah Rogers. Sorry, not Byron Murphy. Isaiah Rogers on the first attempted tackle. Again, fires right, tipped, almost intercepted by Murphy. Incomplete. Be 2nd and 10 now. Hit the tight end, AJ Barner, another former Michigan Wolverine, in the hands. Went through his hands. Byron Murphy got a hand on it, but wasn't able to reel in the interception. 2nd and 10 now. Darnold in shotgun, receiver in motion. 3 receivers. Hands it to Walker. Tries to run up the middle. Tackled in the backfield for a loss. Eric Wilson on the tackle. Gets through the line cleanly. Makes the tackle on Kenneth Walker. And we got 3rd and 11. Bunch receivers left. Single receiver right. Darnold in shotgun. Drops back under pressure. And gets 3 defenders got hands on Darnold and finally take him down for the sack. Eric Wilson for the sack. Bernard flushed him out of the pocket. Harrison Smith got a hand on him, and Eric Wilson took him down. That's going to force a punt by the Seahawks. 4th and 24. Still a 0-0 game. All right, here we go. Brosmer under center. Makes the handoff play action screen pass to Jones. Jones gets through the first down. Tackled immediately after the first down. We got CJ Ham in at fullback. Hands it off to Jones. Jones runs up the center, cuts back, tries to bounce it out left, gets back to the line. Brosmer in shotgun, single back, 3 receivers. 2nd and 9. Drops back to throw. Fires over the middle. Incomplete to Jordan Addison. Another drop pass. Yeah, I mean, another drop ball by Jordan Addison. But I thought people said that it was because JJ was throwing the ball too hard that Addison was dropping the balls. Here's the throw right by Brosmer. Caught. Looks like a gain of 6 or 7. It's going to be 4th down. To his credit, that was a catch by Addison. All right, we're going to punt it on 4th and 2. Shahid's back to return the kick, fields it at the 6, brings it back out, gets to the 14-yard line. All right, we got Darnold coming out, I formation. Hands it off. Walker running left and going to get back to the line, maybe a yard more. Darnold dropping back, fires over the middle, a bullet, and dropped by the receiver. Darnold scrambling out under pressure and throws it away. Eric Wilson getting some crazy pressure today. There's a flag on the play. Can we go a week without having special teams penalties for holding and stuff? Can we please? All right, so it's showing a replay right here. Now we got Brosmer under center, Hawkinson in motion, changing the coverage. Play action. Goes to throw to Addison to the right side, overthrows, almost intercepted. That's going to be 2nd and 10. Brosmer in shotgun. Bunch receivers left. Hands it to Jones, runs right. Gain of 2, maybe. It's going to be 3rd down. Third and long. Brosmer drops back. Quick pass to Addison, left sideline, overthrows. 4th and 8. We send Ryan right out to punt again. Darnold scrambling out of the pocket, fires on the run. Incomplete pass. It was a deep pass down the sideline. Hands it off to Walker up the middle. Gains, looks like maybe 5 on the play. Third and 6. Darnold so far is 2 of 7 for 27 yards. Tight formation. Darnold drops back, pocket collapsing, steps up, throws a strike across the middle, connects to A.J. Barner, 1st down. Nice throw by Darnold there. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. What do you think of the game so far? Still scoreless. Both defenses showing out. Sam Darnold in shotgun, split backs, receiver in motion. Looks to throw over the middle, connects. That's going to be a 7-yard gain, 6-yard gain. Darnold in shotgun now, two receivers wide, two tight ends. Under pressure and sacked from behind. Oh, and he fumbled. Looks like Cooper Kupp was able to jump on it and save it for the Seahawks. Was that Dallas Turner on the sack? It was Dallas Turner on the sack. Man, I'm a fan of Dallas Turner. Darnold in shotgun, drops back, quick pass over the middle, first down. Still going across the 40. Gets pushed down to the 35-yard line by his own team. Hands it off to Charbonnet. Juke in the backfield, gets through the line, gains 6 on the run. Pitches to Charbonnet, gets around the corner, first down. Takes multiple hits before going down at the 20-yard line. Nice run by Charbonnet. Another run to the left, this time tackled hard just after getting past the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard. Redmond on the tackle. Darnold in shotgun. Receiver in motion. Quick pass to the receiver in the flat. And pushed out just shy of the first down. Cooper Kupp. Another handoff to Charbonnet up the right side, gets the first down, and the Seahawks are in first and goal. Charbonnet again, left side, back to the line, maybe. Darnold under pressure and sacked. Is that Van Ginkel on the sack? Miles Price with the return following the field goal from the Seattle Seahawks. Gets out to the 30. Brosmer under center now, 3 receivers. Naylor in motion. Draws back to throw. Under pressure. Blitz from Seattle. Dumps it off to TJ Hawkinson. First down. Tackled from behind just after the first down. That was a nice play by Max Brosmer. Sam Darnold coming out of the medical tent. Looks like he's okay. Max Brosmer in shotgun now. Tight formation, bunch left. Naylor in motion. Looking to throw. Steps up. Scrambles away from the pressure. Throws on the run to Justin Jefferson and incomplete. In shotgun, Brosmer looking to throw over the middle. Complete to Jordan Addison. Brosmer in shotgun now. Draws back. Going through his progression. Scrambles out. Throws on the run. That was a crazy pass. Pass to Jefferson, almost intercepted. Jefferson knocks the interception out of the DB's hands, almost into Jordan Addison's hands. So it was a pass that was almost picked, that was then almost tipped off of the defensive play by Justin Jefferson, but ultimately an incomplete pass. All right, it's going to be a punt, and Darnold's going to take over for the Seahawks again. Come on, Brosmer. We need something here. We need more than just oh, never mind. Brosmer, I don't have a problem with Brosmer. I don't want Brosmer to fail. My whole mindset is that and I've been saying this all year, the Vikings struggles are not even in large part on the QB. It's not on JJ. The struggles we're having today are not on Brosmer. Dropped passes, shoddy play calling, shoddy protection. And when you look at the Vikings on paper, that should not be the case. On paper, they have one of the best receiving cores and best offensive lines in the league. They should not be dropping passes at a rate higher than every other team in the league. They should not be giving up pressures at a rate higher than every other team in the league. It's insane. All right, we got Darnold on offense now. Seattle with a 3-point lead. 1st and 10. Draws back to pass and sacked. And it's fumbled. Minnesota recovers. Jalen Redmond recovered the fumble off of the sack. Jeez, nice sack. Dallas Turner, monster. Big fan of Dallas Turner, have been since he was drafted. Glad to see him having a great game. Brosmer taking over here. Dumps it off to TJ Hawkinson behind the line. Gets past the line of scrimmage for a gain of 2 or 3. Going to be 3rd and 6. Third and 6. Brosmer in shotgun. Jefferson in motion. Bunch left. Looking left. Throws it to Addison. On the sideline. Caught just shy of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and 1. Are we going to go for it? Yeah, we're going to go for it. All right. Offense staying on the field. Nice catch there by Addison. Careful, guys. Mike McDonald is a dangerous play caller in situations like this. And oh my God. Oh my God. They go for it on 4th down. Disastrous play. Blitz by Seattle. Like I said, Mike McDonald, a dangerous play caller in this situation. Defender gets through the line immediately, chases Brosmer. Brosmer runs backwards like 10 to 15 yards, is getting sacked, and instead of just going down with the sack, he like shovel pitches it, tries to underhand throw it to Josh Oliver, who's standing behind two different defenders, and it gets intercepted and ran back for a touchdown by the Seahawks. That was horrible. Man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Just take the sack. If you can't throw it out of bounds, take the sack. But you don't try to underhand pitch it as you're going down to the sack to a guy covered by two defenders. Like, come on, man. Next Brock Purdy my ass. That was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Horrible, horrible decision, bro. Just gonna read this tweet from Kevin Seifert that echoes exactly what I'm talking about. Max Brosmer might be a quick processor and much more experienced than JJ McCarthy, but you can't make a worse decision than that. Trying to avoid a sack on fourth down, it doesn't matter at that point. Wild fling and a pick six. We can also talk about play action with 1 yard when needed. And yes, I would agree that you hope you can get 1 yard without putting your UDFA QB in that spot. I wouldn't have argued with giving it to Jordan Mason. Remember him? Absolutely insane. I just realized. Hold on, guys. This whole time I didn't have my freaking light on. Brosmer in shotgun, receiver in the backfield, drops back, dumps it off to Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason fumbles, recovers his own fumble, and gets back to the line. And I do think that it was the right decision to go for it on 4th and 1 in the red zone, down 3 at the early game. It was the wrong decision to go for a play action pass on 4th and 1 and not just run it with Jordan Mason. Um, it was the wrong decision to try to go for it with this offensive line. I'm sorry, as I've said all year, JJ McCarthy is not the reason for the struggles of this team. Brosmer sacked by Lawrence. Bad decision there, pocket awareness by Max Brosmer. Stepped up and stepped right into the arm reach of Lawrence. We're gonna punt. Darnold fires left, incomplete. JSN with the incomplete pass there. I don't know if you put that on Darnold or JSN. I mean, it was thrown a little bit behind him, but it didn't. It seemed like he didn't do much to try to get it other than reach a hand out. Running right, Charbonnet gets just barely across the first down line, and nothing beyond that. Darnold in shotgun, tight formation, throws right, caught just shy of the first down line. It's going to be second down. Fires right, tipped at the line, incomplete pass. Tipped by Blake Cashman. Third and 3, Seahawks. Darnold in shotgun. 3 receivers wide. Fourth with the tight end. Quick pass right, and it's blocked again by Hitman Harrison Smith. All right, following that field goal kick, it's going to be 13-0. Seattle Seahawks up with 8 seconds left in the second half. Brosmer taking the field again. Sorry, guys. I wasn't trying to be silent there. I was doing I'm looking at a conversation that's happening in one of the Vikings group chats that I'm in, and I was asking AI to project in a theoretical situation if the Vikings were to fire head coach Kevin O'Connell, promote defensive coordinator Brian Flores to head coach. Um, who would be realistic options for offensive coordinator that could take over the offense development of JJ McCarthy and play calling? The ones that it gave, and I haven't really the ones that it suggested are Mike Kafka, Byron Leftwich, Ken Dorsey, and Mike McDaniels. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay, so to my Michigan fan viewers, my fellow Michigan fans, reported by Riley Alberts on X, quote, breaking four-star 27 edge Ricardo Kitchen tells me he's committing to play for UMich football. Kitchen attends Muskegon High School in Michigan. He's the number 2 player in Michigan and chose the Wolverines over schools like Indiana, Notre Dame, and Texas A&M. Breaking news. This is on the heels of us getting a flip today of a 26 cornerback, Jamarian Vincent, I think is his name, from Baylor. You know, it's a tough pill to swallow because I'm somebody that's been a champion of KOC for a couple years now, and I like KOC a lot. Um, it's a tough pill to swallow, man. But based on what he's shown me this year, his inability to adapt his play calling and scheme to his quarterback and to what his team is doing well and what they're not, his inability to adjust his play calling. You've got running backs that are averaging 6 yards per carry and yet every single third down or fourth down and short is a pass play, despite having a horrible conversion rate in doing so. He's trying to force JJ McCarthy and now Max Brosmer to play Sam Darnold style football with the deep throws, and it's not working. Um, as much as I say it, man, I hate to say it, but God, man, I the defense is always on point. I I would not hate it if we fired KOC and promoted Brian Flores to permanent head coach. I would just hope that they were able to find a good offensive coordinator and give that offensive coordinator complete control of the offense, similar to the way that Brian Flores has complete control of the defense right now under KOC, and that whoever they brought in is a proven play caller and a proven developer of young quarterbacks. Because I don't want to see Brian Flores leave the Vikings to become a head coach somewhere else. I oh man, I hate to say that I'm out on KOC. I don't know that I'm out on KOC, but man, I don't know. Like I said, I'm as big of a KOC defender as you would have found the last couple years. Big run by Kenneth Walker to the left side up the sideline. and a touchdown saving tackle after a 24-yard gain. Hitman Harrison Smith with the touchdown saving tackle. Darnold dropping back, dumps it off to the running back, gets it back to the line, maybe a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Shotgun, Barner in motion, 3 receivers. Minnesota showing blitz, might have been offsides. Launches it down the sideline, free play. Darnold in shotgun. Quick pass to Walker in the flat, 1st down. Walker running right. Big truck to Isaiah Rodgers, gets maybe a yard. Another tip pass. This time, Dallas Turner. The pass falls incomplete to Kenneth Walker. JSN has had 2 targets today, no catches. Darnold in shotgun, 3rd and 6. Wow. Offsides. Again, it's like the third offsides. Sorry, I was responding to a message. I didn't see that play, but it sounds like Josh Metellus made a play for Minnesota. Let's see the replay here. Darnold under center, fake the handoff. Metellus on a blitz, and able to get a hand in Darnold's face. Maybe tipped the ball. I couldn't tell. Yep, he tipped the ball. So incomplete pass. And Seahawks are going to send out the field goal unit on 4th and 1. Kick is up, and it's good. Seahawks take a 16-0 lead. Yeah, Keegan, I saw that. I shared it on social media. So that's one flip and one for the 2026 class and one 2027 class commitment for Michigan this just today. Is he? I haven't even looked at, man. I've been sitting here down about this game that I haven't even looked at my fantasy team. Let's see how bad we're doing today. Well, I mean, we're winning right now. Let's see. Lamar Jackson again gave me only almost 7 points or 6.5 points this week. Gibbs only gave me 11.6 points this week. Dowdle only gave me 9.9. Tet McMillan gave me 11. Xavier Worthy gave me 11. Tyler Warren gave me 11.2. And Bowers had, at 14.7. Brandon Aubrey gave me 12 points. Brandon Aubrey, my kicker, gave me more points than Tyler Warren, Xavier Worthy, Tet McMillan, Rico Dowdle, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Lamar Jackson. Hope you win it, man. Neither Justin Jefferson nor JSN have any catches in this game so far. Yep. JSN and Justin Jefferson are both catchless in this game. How crazy is that? All right, Brosmer's under center, three receivers, tight formation, single back. Jefferson in motion, pitches it to Jones, running right, maybe gets back to the line. Brosmer, deep throw to TJ Hawkinson over the middle, caught, first down. That's Brosmer's best throw of the game. JJ McCarthy hype on the sideline for that throw. TJ Hawkinson really took advantage of Nicky Memori in coverage there. Brosmer under center, I formation, CJ Ham at fullback, two receivers. Blitz from Seattle, and it's a loss of yards. Handed it off to Aaron Jones, did not change the protection for the blitz. That was on Brosmer. When they showed that blitz, when they had three guys rush up to the line, you wait. You do not snap the ball in the face of that. That's on Brosmer. Mike McDonald's eating today on defense. So is Brian Flores, to be honest. JJ had a concussion protocol. Almost a pick there by Brosmer. Another target to Justin Jefferson, high and over his head. JJ had they diagnosed him with a concussion after the game last week, where he got basically pile driven into the ground, and had him inactive for today's game. I wouldn't say he's hurt. It was more precautionary. 3rd and 14, Brosmer. Shotgun, three receivers dropping back. Steps up, dumps it off to the running back, Aaron Jones. Gets past the line, but tackled from behind, fumble, and recovered by the Seahawks. Keegan, what do you think? What do you think about Michigan State hiring Pat Fitzgerald? Yeah, I mean he's got a reputation of overachieving with less. So I mean, it seems like on the surface that's the kind of coach that Michigan State would need. There's a run to the left by Kenneth Walker. Illegal shift on Seattle. It's going to be a 5 yard penalty. I'm glad they got Pat Fitzgerald and not somebody like Brian Kelly. Yeah, I don't want them to get a big name coach. AJ Barner on the catch, just shy of a first down. First down, first down run by Seattle. AJ Barner with a nice catch and run, tackled just shy of the first down by Isaiah Rogers. All right, bro, take it easy. Appreciate you stopping in. Darnold under center, wing formation, receiver in motion, hands it off, runs up the middle, cuts right, gets through the line, gain of about 4, first down. Pass down the right sideline, and a flag comes in. Byron Murphy likely for defensive pass interference. Sorry, illegal contact. Jackson Smith and Jigba gets his first catch. It's going to be a first down. Darnold is now 11 of 21 for 103 yards. Yeah, I think the team is. Man, I would not be surprised if Kevin O'Connell has lost the team. Just being honest, feels like Justin Jefferson's checked out. Feels like Christian Darrisaw's checked out. Run to the left by Walker, gets back to the line. Addison's playing like shit all year. Naylor's played great all year, but the last couple weeks has been a non-factor. Thielen was a bust of a trade. Aaron Jones, he's there, him and Jordan Mason, but KOC refuses to use him. Will Fries has been okay, but not what we expected him to be. TJ Hawkinson's cooked. He has not been himself since he came back from injury. Third down throw to the left side by Darnold, shy of the first down. It's going to be fourth down at the, I want to say it's probably the 16 or 17 yard line. Fourth and 4. That was an incomplete pass, not a catch on that play. Seahawks are going to kick it. Kick is up, just inside the left upright. It's good. Seahawks go up 19-0. Just a reminder for anybody that's watching. Again, we are currently live on both the Gamer Sideline YouTube channel and the Kinetik 615 YouTube channel. Check those out. Also, if you get a chance, the QR code in the corner there, that is the QR code that will take you to my GoFundMe. If you get a chance to read through that, take a look at it. If you're able to help out, donate any amount. It definitely helps. Things are getting really, really tight going into the Christmas season, and I'm just trying to keep bills paid until I get to the disability arbitration. So, um, any assistance is appreciated, and even if you're not able to donate, uh, you can share it out on social media. It is pinned on my X or Twitter profile at Kinetik615. Any help, any shares, anything is appreciated. All right, we're back with the game. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Seattle's up 19-0. Miles Price back to return the kick. Fields it at the 6-yard line. Gets it back to past the 30, still going. Tackled at the 33. Aaron Jones appears to have a shoulder injury. Jordan Mason's in the game now. Brosmer under center. Wing formation, two tight ends, two receivers. Hands it to Mason. Mason up the middle, stumbles past the line. Gain of 3. Brosmer drops back, fires right. First down pass to TJ Hawkinson. First and 10. Brosmer in shotgun. Drops back to pass under pressure. Gets rid of it. Justin Jefferson, first catch, and it's a loss of yards. And that catch will be erased because there's a flag on the play from Nick Eamon-Worry. Unnecessary roughness. Jefferson in motion. Brosmer under center. 3 receivers. Takes the handoff, play action under pressure. Fires over the middle. Overthrown, and it's an interception. Yeah, man. Sorry, Frosty. I was responding in Discord in Raps Discord just now, and I'm just seeing your comments. Yeah, bro. Like I said it earlier. I am for the last few years. I have been a Kevin O'Connell apologist, defender, supporter. I was one of the biggest voices in the podcasting circles that I was in. Being in Michigan, I got a lot of flack for defending KOC as the deserving coach of the year last year. I can't, but I've been saying it all season long this year on these streams, on these watch alongs, and on my weekly show with Lichamax on the Gamer Sideline. KOC has failed this team this year. He has failed to adapt his play calling and scheme to his quarterback skills. He has failed to adapt his play calling and scheme to the strengths of his offense, and not just their strengths on paper, but their strengths on what they're actually doing and succeeding at on the field. He's got two running backs who are averaging almost 6 yards per carry, and yet every third and short and fourth and short, we throw it. Even though the success rate of doing that is crazy low. It's a ridiculous number. JJ's best routes are middle of the field slants and post routes, corner routes, out routes, like that 10 to 20 yard intermediate range. What does he do? Down the field, long developing route trees, no checkdowns because the tight ends and running backs are having to chip block because the O-line isn't performing. When he does hit the receivers right in the hands, talking about JJ and Brosmer today, hits the receivers in the hands, they drop the ball. But he's not adapting his play call. There's zero excuse for why JJ McCarthy, 22-year-old quarterback, has the highest average depth of target this season among all starting quarterbacks. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and I don't hate on Brosmer. I like Brosmer. I got accused last week of that I was wanting Brosmer to fail because I'm such a JJ fan. No, I'm a Vikings fan. Yes, I'm a JJ fan. Yes, I'm a Michigan Wolverines fan. But I've been saying all year long that the problems, the struggles of the team are not solely on the QB. It's not even largely on the QB. Whether we're talking about JJ, Wentz, or Brosmer. It's the play calling, it's the scheme, it's the route trees, it's the receivers dropping passes, it's the O-line not blocking. When you have a young quarterback, whether it's JJ or whether it's Brosmer, when you have a young quarterback, it is the job of the veterans on the team to prop up that quarterback as he's adjusting to the league, not the other way around. And we have not seen that. On paper, we have the defending coach of the year. We have one of the best wide receiver rooms in the country on paper. We have one of the best O-lines in the country on paper, and neither one is performing to the level that they should be, especially when their job is to protect a young quarterback. I don't know, man. I think he's checked out for the season. I think Jefferson is a stellar person. And for that reason, no, I don't think he's going to demand a trade. I don't think that's the type of receiver he is. But I fully expect him to go to management, go to the Wilfs if needed, and say, changes need to happen. Things need to be better. But if he did request a trade, man, I don't even blame him. Because the coaching staff let this team down this year. He does. He needs a full offseason. You can't. Here's the thing with JJ. He has every intangible that you want. He's mentally tough. He's charismatic. He's a natural leader. He's one of those athletes that can will a team to a higher level and make them play better. Look at the Lions game. He willed the defense to play better than they had the last few weeks. And he's the quarterback. Nice play there by Eric Wilson. The problems JJ has, he didn't throw a lot of passes from like high school to the pros. He needs reps. He needs experience. He needs reps. Game time speed. He needs to help. He needs help getting acclimated to the speed of the NFL. The speed that the holes are closing, the speed of the defenders rushing the passer, the pocket breaking down. He knows what to do, but he's a step behind on his decision making, on his throwing, on his pocket movement because he's not acclimated to the speed of the NFL yet. His footwork needs to be better. Footwork leads to a lot of issues. All of these things, all of these issues that JJ is having are not things that you can fix mid-season. They're things that you have to coach around and adapt your play calling to minimize during the season And then in the off season, you can coach those things up. You can coach those things out. You can change those with your young quarterback. That's what he needs. He doesn't need the fan base and the team giving up on him. Kevin O'Connell said organizations and teams fail young quarterbacks more often than young quarterbacks fail the team. And that is exactly what has happened this year. Sorry about the rant. Seahawks out to punt. Miles Price back to return. Yeah, it is, man. And I'm sorry, it is. It's frustrating. It's frustrating for me in a sense, man, because like, and I'll give you the story if you want it. Like, I'm still 2 years now into my fandom of the Vikings. It's not because of JJ. It was helped because of JJ. But I like last week on, I don't know if you're on Rap's Discord server. I got called a fake Vikings fan because I was telling everyone that this year's struggles were not on JJ. And right. Um I because I said that the struggles were not all on JJ. Um I was told I was a fake Vikings fan, that I was just a JJ apologist, that I was going to root for Brosmer to fail, all this stuff just because I refused to attribute all of our struggles this year to JJ. It's not on JJ. Yes, JJ has plenty of mistakes that are on him this year and things he needs to work on. 100%. But like, it's just frustrating, the infighting of the fan base, especially because like what what everyone, like, what drew me to be a fan of the Vikings was the community, the fans. Like y'all, assuming you're a Vikings fan, um, assuming you're a Vikings fan, all of y'all uh welcomed me when I was just like an outsider looking in, like just watching some of the podcasts as a not really a fan of any pro team, but was trying to get back into the NFL. I had stopped watching NFL for, I don't know, about 8, 9 years, for various reasons. But I was trying to get back into the NFL. I had never had a pro team that I was a fan of, and it was the way I was welcomed within like the fan base, in the communities, on social media, on live chats, on podcasts, that made me a Vikings fan, which happened a little bit before JJ even got drafted. Um, and to get told that I'm a fake Vikings fan because of JJ, all because I said that I'm not going to put everything on JJ, man, that hurt. That was frustrating for me. And it just sucks, dude. Like, CJ Ham with a gain of 4 yards there. Xavier Scott's in the game now with Jones getting injured. Yeah, I mean, dude, JJ McCarthy is 22 years old. Like, I don't think people understand. Another interception now by Max Brosmer. I don't think people understand. Like, JJ is 22 years old, man. JJ is 22 years old. At 25 years old, the Jets gave up on Sam Darnold. At 25 years old, the Browns gave up on Baker Mayfield. After a season and a half after what 23 games, the Panthers gave up on Bryce Young. I forget how many games the Jets gave up on Geno Smith, but they were all 3 years or more older than JJ is right now. Teams gave up on them, and then they became good quarterbacks. And everyone always looks back on those teams and says, how stupid were they that they had so and so in house on contract and they gave up on him too early. But yet people want to give up on JJ McCarthy at 22 years old after 6 games? 22 years old after 6 games. Like what? We drafted a 20-year-old quarterback. You have to understand what that means and like what that entails to be able to develop a 20-year-old quarterback. He was 20 years old when we drafted him. That's different than drafting Michael Penix, who was 25 years old on draft night. Yes, Michael Penix and Bo Nix are going to come into the NFL more pro ready to step in when they've played 7 years of college ball than JJ McCarthy, who came in at 20 years old after 3 years of college ball. It's like people just don't have the ability to take that into account. Charbonnet runs left, gets across the line of scrimmage, stumbles down a yard behind the first down. Darnold under center, hands it off, run up the middle, gets back to the line, not much more. Maybe a half a yard. Ryan Kelly's out now with a hip injury. I don't even know who we got in. We got Juergens in. Hands it off. Charbonnet up the middle. Looks like he stopped. That's the game. The team's given up on the game, guys. I'll be honest, man. I'm out on it. I'm gonna. I hate to do it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream short. It's the fourth quarter. It's 19-0. The Vikings are giving up. Ryan Kelly's out. The whole left side of our line is out. Justin Jefferson's given up. There's just not a whole lot to watch here, man. And my heart's not in watching the rest of it. So I'm just going to thank everyone for watching, for stopping by, for rocking with us through this. I hope you guys are able to find some way to enjoy the rest of the game. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Again, we are live both on the Kinetik 615 channel, where you can catch me with Vikings and Wolverines watch-alongs each week during the season, and some off-season talk as well. You can also find me on the Gamer Sideline, where we are currently live as well with my buddy Lichamax, talking college ball, pro ball, and gaming. I have a gaming channel myself where I do where I actually stream gameplay at Kinetik 615 Plays. Any of those that you're interested in, please like, share, subscribe. Also, check out the QR code up here for my GoFundMe. The link is also pinned on my X profile or on Twitter at Kinetik 615. If you're able to help out, I'd greatly appreciate it. Whether that's $1, $10, or even just sharing it out on your own social media to get more eyes on it, and hopefully get someone that can help us keep the bills on while I'm dealing with all the stuff for myself and my mother, getting to my disability, and helping us get to our appointments and her cancer treatments. You can follow me everywhere on all social media platforms at Kinetik 615. Feel free to shoot me a message on X or on Discord. I'll try to get back to and answer anybody that does. And as always, guys, till next time, for me, it's always Skull Vikes and Go Blue.
From joystick dreams to Friday night lights, it's controllers and cleats under podcast mics with Life Max driving deep like he's throwing a bomb, and Kinetik calling audible, staying calm in the storm. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With Kinetik and Leash Max, never miss a beat. When the final whistle blows or the credits roll, we're signing off strong, that's our gamers take control. Catch us on the sideline, where legends chill, where the playbooks flip and the passion's real. If you heard the takes, then you know the drill. Till next time, fam, keep it clutch, keep it skill. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With Kinetik and Lichmax, never miss a beat. When the headset's off and the lights go low, we'll be back next game, y'all already know. We out.